In the far north of Europe, where the trees thin out and the snow never fully melts, there is a people most of the world has never heard of. But they've been here for thousands of years, living with the land, herding reindeer, speaking languages almost erased by time. They are the Sámi, the only indigenous people of the European Union, and despite centuries of colonisation, forced assimilation and silence, they are still here. This is their story, of survival, of culture, and of refusing to disappear. The Sámi are an indigenous people native to the Arctic regions of Norway, Sweden, Finland, and Russia's Kola Peninsula. Their homeland, called Sápmi, stretches across borders, but follows the land, the forests, the fjords, and the tundra. No one knows exactly how long the Sámi have lived here, but archaeological records show Sámi settlements as far back as 10,000 years ago. Today, there are around 80,000 to 100,000 Sámi people in total, and though not all Sámi share the same language or way of life, what unites them is connection, to land, to story, and to survival. For generations, Sámi culture has been shaped by the Arctic itself. One of the most iconic practices is reindeer herding, still practiced today by many Sámi families. It's more than livelihood, it's identity. Sámi life follows the rhythm of migration, snow, sun and sky. Food is gathered and hunted, not shipped. Songs, called joik, are passed down, a form of storytelling older than writing. Sámi culture is not nostalgic, it is alive. And it adapts, with snowmobiles, radio stations, even TikTok creators sharing Sámi pride. But none of this came easily. For centuries, Sámi people faced systematic erasure. As nation-states formed in Scandinavia and Russia, indigenous identity became a problem. Sámi children were forced into boarding schools, forbidden to speak their language. Their lands were seized or rezoned without consent, for mining, dams or development. In Norway, Sweden and Finland, policies aimed to make the Sámi more civilised. They were measured, ranked and studied under racist science. Many were pressured to assimilate, change their names, hide who they were, just to survive. For a time, it worked. Sámi languages declined, traditions faded, shame took root, but only for a time. In recent decades, the Sámi have begun to rise again. In the 1970s, a proposed dam project in Norway threatened Sámi land, but the Sámi, along with allies, protested, camped out in the snow, occupied government offices. It became known as the Alta controversy, and it marked a turning point. Since then, Sámi people have created their own parliaments in Norway, Sweden and Finland, Sámi language radio, schools and media, legal battles to reclaim land and rights, and more than anything, they've reclaimed pride. Young Sámi now wear traditional Gakti clothing with honour. They joik in public, they speak a language once nearly erased, and teach it to their children. They are not disappearing, they are reappearing, louder, stronger, prouder than ever. The Sámi are not relics, they are not folklore, they are a people, present, alive, adapting, and their story holds lessons. That culture doesn't need to be loud to be powerful. That land isn't something we own, it's something we belong to. That resistance can be quiet, patient and generational. The Sámi have shown the world what it means to hold on, even when you're told to let go, to sing when your language is banned, to walk in your ancestors' steps when the maps erase their names, to endure, and then to return. In the coldest parts of Europe, the Sámi people remain, not because they were allowed to, but because they refused not to. They are farmers of memory, carriers of land, survivors of silence, and their story is still being written. So when you hear the wind in the tundra, or see the northern lights above a frozen horizon, remember, these are not empty lands, they are Sápmi, and the Sámi are still here. Thanks for exploring from home with me.